Hello and welcome. We're here again with Hearts of Iron 4. Today I'm joined by my esteemed co-host, Zombie.
Hello there.
Awesome. We'll be co-oping the Soviet Union today, so let's go ahead and get right on into it. It's going to be pretty standard historical stuff from what we were doing. So, Papa Stalin in charge. We'll be fighting and winning the Spanish Civil War as well. That is one difference.
Dude. Yes, let's do that. We got to make sure Trotsky also falls on an ice pick.
Indeed, yes. That'll be up to you since you are in charge of intelligence.
Ooh. My
good friend Zombie here is going to be handling the... Are you fine with handling trade?
Yeah, I can do that too.
Alright, so he's got the Navy, I've got the Special Forces for him, and he's also going to be taking a tank army from me when the time comes. And then I've got the Air Force, the Standard Army, National Focuses, and then we'll do construction as it comes. Speaking of construction, where do we want to put our facilities? So like a nuclear facility, I'm thinking Stalingrad.
Yeah, if they reach Stalingrad, we've fucked up.
They're not going to breach the line, I can promise that. Penza for the air facility.
Sure.
All right, how about the naval one?
If I build, I guess I don't. I would either say Sevastopol or where do you normally put yours?
Sevastopol it is. I like Rostov. Alright, and then land facility. Let's do Litebsk. That'll be good. Excellent. So I think I'll start off today with a kind of a discussion slash what would you do question. Let's say you got to meet 3 historical figures. Who would be your choices?
Oh God, that's tough. Oh my God! As you were saying that, I was like, "Who would it be?"
Let's avoid upgrading the NVKD anymore after this. By the way, for now, just because we want to focus on building civ factories.
Yeah, fair. Oh fuck. That is tough. It's tough because there's so many that I would choose from. Probably. Oh God, I don't want to say like FDR. Okay, FDR. That's one.
Okay.
Just because I don't know if I had the context of like being able to talk to FDR with like everything going on now, that would be fascinating. Oh God, who would another one be? Probably Tesla. Just because.
Like post-death Tesla, so you know what happened to him, or like while he was still alive, just to get into his mind.
If I could get out a Luigi board and talk to the dead Tesla and figure out what happened, in addition to everything else, that'd be so cool.
Yeah, absolutely. I can agree with that 100%.
Tesla. Who else? I almost said Archduke Franz Ferdinand, but
that would be a good choice. I don't know if you know much about him, but he was trying to federalize the Austro-Hungarian Empire, so the minority countries got more of a voice.
I have no idea anything about him. I just know that he was shot, and World War I happened shortly thereafter.
Mm-hmm. He had a lot weighing on his shoulders. I'll put it that way.
Wasn't he the Crown Regent, or
he was the Archduke, but he was next in line for the throne.
Oh, okay.
And Franz Joseph had been ruling since 1866.
Okay, so it was kind of like they were expecting France. Well, how much longer did Franz Joseph last?
Until 1916, I think.
Oh, wow. Okay, so it wouldn't have been much longer anyways.
No, it wouldn't have. History could have gone pretty different pretty fast. I mean, could you imagine a superpower, or well, it wouldn't be a superpower, but like a regional power of Austria-Hungary or the United States of Austria And it's like
Yeah, or
Croatia, Hungary, West Romania, Slovakia, Czechs, Austria.
I mean, just the world would have been so different
Hmm.
had like I mean, even if it had been like essentially a larger version of Yugoslavia, where like yeah, everybody kind of hated each other, but like they just begrudgingly dealt with it. Um, would we have seen like the fall of like oh that presents an interesting question because what would communism have looked like uh, in the Balkans then?
That's
Like
a
would
good
Germany
question.
have?
Would it have even happened? You know, like
Yeah.
perhaps World War One might not have happened. Although it is important to note that Germany was planning to attack Russia by at minimum maximum rather 1917. So they viewed it as a shifting power scale. They thought that but after 1917, Russia would be able to beat Germany no problem. So they wanted to make sure they fought them before that. At least the war planners. So unless something
Okay.
changed really quick in the government, which it didn't really look like that was going to happen, that would have probably been the case. So, are you training with all the Oh, you put all the navies in one square. Okay, gotcha.
Oh yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna pause that because all of all of our shit is broken.
Oh no, that's fine. Keep it running. We'll get a shit ton of naval XP, and we have enough
I
oil to
just
back it up. Think of it like how you handle the U.S. with naval training. Russia's basically the same.
that's true. It's funny to see that all of the boats have broken.
So I've already talked about political paranoia in the past. If you want my tutorial on how to deal with that, go back to the Hearts of Iron 4 videos I made with Geo and Tankman, and I talk all about that. So we'll just go ahead and skip talking about that for now. But what we will do is we're going to hire Semyon Timoshenko right away because he's going to give us army experience, and that's critical for giving us the needed XP we need to design divisions, of which there will be at least 4 or 5 that we need to design.
Now, normally I only have like one, maybe two divisions templates spread out across my front.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Well, keep in
how do
mind,
you normally?
we've got infantry, so I like 15 width personally, but if you want to do something different, we can. Um, we've got tanks, which is going to be like a medium tank division with a bunch of motorized, and then a little bit of medium self-propelled guns, just because it's better for combat width purposes. And then we're going to have paratrooper divisions, which I prefer at 20 width personally, but you can really have them however big or small you want. And then we're going to have mountaineer divisions and maybe marines. I don't think so, though.
Yeah, I don't think that'll be like a later thing, if that.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to go ahead and give the third research slot to you to do with what you please.
Okay, let me figure something out.
Well, you
Uh,
still got 100 days before it goes, so you're fine.
oh,
So, to answer my own question from earlier, the 3 historical
yeah,
figures I would want to talk to. Well, one of them, it's a little closer to home. Frank Zappa. This mostly because he's my namesake is PappaZappa. It's a reference to him. I think it'd be
I
really cool to
forgot.
hear from him. He was very political, very well-respected musician, especially internationally. He also debated with the Reagan government often against censorship, and I respect him for that.
That's
Uh,
cool. I honestly I forgot that like that historical non-governmental figures were a thing as well. I guess I said Tesla,
you said Tesla,
uh,
yeah. I mean, he has
but I,
implications for government, certainly.
yeah. But okay, yeah. Continue. Sorry, I totally
No, no,
meant to
you're
ask.
good. I'm still trying to think of who the second person would be, probably. The person who popped into my mind first was Hegel, since I'm really interested in Hegelian dialectics and I like his unified theory of history. Like, he was pretty much the last person to try and create one theory for everything, and he did a pretty decent job at it too, and that was in the 1800s.
Oh wow.
So,
Okay.
yeah, and a lot of like Marx was inspired very much by Hegel in the dialectic. So like the whole idea of communism coming to supplant capitalism and then meeting a new world is sort of the synthesis of the thesis and the antithesis. So
Okay.
I think that that's a really cool thing, and it would be nice to figure out more about that.
I might
And
have to
then
read a
the
little bit.
third person would probably have to be Ashoka. Are you familiar with the story of Ashoka?
Like from Star Wars?
No, no.
Oh wait,
Like,
wait. The Ashoka is it's an Indian name, isn't it?
yeah, it's an Indian king who is a horrible person, but he was randomly convinced by some monks to change his evil ways because he would torture people all day, execute people, really just generally despicable. And they managed to be like, hey, you should be a good person. He was like, oh, okay. And he dedicated the rest of his life to sending out medicines and knowledge in every direction of the world. So I'd love to know what it was exactly that got him to change his mind. And in the same vein, Pope Leto would be really cool too, because he managed to get Attila the Hun to leave.
That would be fascinating to be a fly on the walls for those discussions.
Yeah, absolutely. Like Attila was pretty much unbeaten, marching down to Rome, meets up with Pope Leto, and he's like, "Hey, you know that we don't even know what they said." And Attila came out, and he's like, "You know what? Sure, I will take your gold bribe, and I will leave." And it just worked.
Okay.
Pretty amazing, if you ask me.
Dude, that well, I mean, I can only imagine how we talked about Balkan history and how that might be different, but how would well, I don't know how, if any, it would really have changed that much, but
Well, if you consider Rome would fall to I think the Visigoths 50 years later, really wouldn't have changed all that much, I don't think. And Attila the Hun, his empire disintegrated upon his death, and that probably would have still happened since it was an empire based around an individual rather than an idea.
yeah,
Like Alexander the Great would be another example of that, or lesser
Yugoslavia.
so Genghis Khan, but the Mongols still had a pretty big presence for at least 200 years after that.
I think Yugoslavia, when I think about that, or even Albania,
Hmm.
um, in the '90s. But
I'm not familiar with Albania in the 90s. You want to illuminate on that?
I don't know. As I'm struggling to remember as much, but it was similar to Yugoslavia, how there was a cult of personality. But what was different was it. Albania was even more isolationist,
Hmm.
and the
The
person who
Bunker
was in charge
Bros.
of yeah, the bunker bros. They were so paranoid that they built bunkers everywhere. Whether or not they would have been effective, whether or not they would have actually done anything, it's a completely different question. Um, but I can only imagine what damage like that level of cult of personality did. Um,
Hmm.
and I mean, it's just
I mean, to
yeah.
this day, Albania is a pretty poor country by European standards.
I mean, the whole region
And
is relatively.
their representative to the EU was caught having a stolen car.
Oh my God,
lot
God,
lot of
that's
mafia there, as far as I'm aware. All right,
well,
now
and
the
that's
Spanish
it's
Civil War should fire any day now, so let's get ready for it. Um,
yeah. Send some of my
how
mountaineers.
this is gonna work? We're gonna send all 6 of our tank divisions. You're gonna take 3 of them, okay?
Okay.
And then I'm gonna send 200 tactical bombers. We're gonna secure the south first. There's gonna be like a penis extension out here, and we're gonna cut it off like through here. That'll be the first encirclement.
How do I do the
Notably,
attack?
oh, sorry.
Oh, there we go. Sorry, I was just trying to figure it out.
That's one place, but there's a couple things. We could cut off the entire southwestern front in 2 ways. First, you take the port of Cadiz, and then if you take these 2 provinces, they're completely cut off. Oh,
Oh,
speaking of.
I was gonna say like my normal strategy as I go for these, um, and I have a combination between mountaineers and tanks because I find that the tanks when they run out of supply they take forever to move.
Well, thankfully, we're going to be in a position where that won't really be an issue. At least in my experience going through it.
when we'll have two people actually looking at it.
Yeah, I can do this solo very easily, so I imagine it'll go just fine with the two of us. And if not, I'm blaming you. Alright, I'm unpausing. Once we actually make it to the battlefield, I'm going to put it to 3 speed, though.
Awesome.
Alright, so why don't you go ahead. I'll put you in charge of taking Cadiz, and then I'll cut off these 2 provinces here. How about that?
Sounds like a plan.
Okay, and then we can just collapse the front that way.
Oh, I hate just watching the AI just leave open spots in the front line.
Well, they don't have enough soldiers for one.
Oh no, like they what I learned in the Spanish Civil War is that really it doesn't, like, if you can cut them off from resupply, especially the nationalists, if they have less people, which I can't remember if that's the situation right now or not. But as long as you can cut them off from supply, it makes things a lot easier.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it puts you in a weird, like, disadvantaged situation.
So we'll keep them under 1 army. Actually, you know what? I think this is a unique opportunity. We should have 2 armies.
Yeah, let's...
I'll take the 1st Panzer Army, the blue one. You can take the other one. I'll have Rakovsky. You can have Zhukov if you'd like. Put them under the same field marshal, though. And then Timoshenko, we're going to give him offensive doctrine and organization first, just so he's a little stronger. Alright. And then I'll send these homies right up here. I also have a habit of naming my tank armies as Russia, like, first through whatever number tank army.
Okay.
Is Germany, obviously it's the Panzer armies. Alright, I am ready to unpause. Are you?
Yep.
Okay. Make sure you use railroad transit. Okay, good. You're a smart cookie. Excellent.
Yeah, that's it, especially when they get the unplanned offensive and it just takes 90% longer to walk across the continent.
Mm-hmm. Well, I need to wait for a couple things. I don't think it's that important to wait the full 14 days for Rakovsky to actually arrive again, because he was unassigned temporarily. But it is very important to have full organization when we attack. And force attack is your friend in the Spanish Civil War, in my opinion. It's a great way to actually negate some of that penalties you have to deal with.
I don't find myself using it as much, but we do fight our wars differently.
Indeed. And then, you know, that's a cool part of a co-op campaign. You get to synthesize your fighting styles. And one really important part of why we attack into these particular squares is because they're in the southern Iberia zone, so our planes are going to perform better. Speaking of, I'm activating the more ground crews so they do more damage.
Oh, nice.
It looks like we're busting through okay. And then I can't use force attack for another 7 days, but if you want to, by all means.
I'm gonna... Oh. Yeah, it's not gonna do a whole lot right now.
I am gonna hire Nikolay Vornevsky, the captain of industry, so we build civ factories faster.
Sounds like a plan to me.
One thing that's important for us to consider is we don't want to win too fast, or else we can't steal the Spanish gold.
Yeah, we can't do that.
So I can already see one difference between our fighting styles. I don't like using front lines with tanks because they reassign themselves, and that pisses me off.
Oh yeah, it pisses me off too. I don't always use them, but like in this case, I'm just...
Planning bonus can be good, certainly.
Well, and I find myself more and more using the grand
Battle plan?
grand strategy. Yeah, grand battle plan.
I see. I'll tell you the truth, I think this doctrine Russia has is one of the strongest in the game, especially after they keep nerfing superior firepower and mobility. Right,
yeah,
using force attack.
I noticed that they really, really like to nerf it.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose it's to appease the multiplayer people, which I don't really understand considering the majority of people who play this, I imagine, are very single-player oriented. Or co-op, at most, like we're doing.
I would assume so, but I guess
Because there's so many ways to cheese the game that, like, you sign up for a multiplayer lobby and they're like, have you read the 15-page rule set?
Oh, I think that's been one of the main reasons that I've never gone for it.
I've played a couple of them. Usually people just get really butthurt because it's like they take a lot of pride in how good they are at HOI4.
And then when something inevitably fails or blows up in their face, they're, oh my god!
Yeah, rage quit at a drop of a hat. Like, one time I was in a lobby with Tankman, actually. We were in India and Britain, funnily enough. And we were fighting a Germany and Italy combo. And the Germany player invaded the Soviet Union, did not know that I had 1,500 Lancasters ready to bomb him the second he invaded the Soviets. So,
oh my...
he instantly rage quit when he saw that.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking bad.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of need an air traffic controller as Germany, as far as I could tell. That way, like, when a British player moves where their bombs are, you can follow suit, and you're not just left holding the bag.
I guess that really is kind of one of the main British things, is they play with their Air Force.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah! In the game, the AI builds so many planes, dude. It's why if you quit a game early, Britain's almost always first.
I've never actually, like, I don't think I've ever done a historical Britain path.
It's really fun. It's kind of easy though, unless you buff Germany.
I mean, that makes sense, because, like, you just have to prevent them, or encourage them to try and sea lion you enough to the point where you just blow all their stuff up.
Yeah, Battle of Britain can actually get pretty tense in some of the ones I've done. Not that they ever invade you, but, like, they'll send a shit ton of planes and fuck you up. Okay, so it looks like we're in an opportunity where we can take the infrastructure effort focus. Nice. Okay. We're going to keep an eye on that paranoia. I've almost broken through the first line of defense here. Very close.
I just broke through, and I'm heading to Sevilla and Cadiz.
Be careful of that that front line.
Yep, I see it.
Yeah, fighting in Spain is actually one of my favorite places to fight. It's just really simple. You don't have to control many units because the Republicans or the fascists, or nationalists rather, will take over for you. Alright, there you go. Now just clean up. I've almost got my end here. And thankfully supplies are... We're close enough to Madrid that the supplies are fine.
Hell yeah. And then we're about to... I'm about a month away from taking Sevilla.
Oh no,
no,
I'm about a day away actually. So yeah, just go ahead and clean them up as you will. Great opportunity to get, oh, your research just went up, if you want to pause, or if you just want to go through it.
Oh yeah, I'll pause real fast. I don't know what I want to do.
Mm-hmm. So I mentioned Hegel and Frank Zappa for my two. Did I mention a third?
I don't remember.
I don't believe I did. So, who would that be? I'm curious. I'll have to think about that for a moment. What'd you choose for research? Oh, you're just going full naval, huh?
Well, I want to have the ability to just completely obliterate the German Navy from the get-go.
Okay. That's quite the goal. The Soviet Navy is practically the one navy the Germans can fight effectively.
I know, right? So that's going to be the fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, nice job down south. You're really making it work. If you could hit them from behind, like right here, that'd be nice.
Oh yeah. Well, I've got a tank going that way already.
That's good. Now, what are you saying about the Spanish Civil War?
I this is probably like Spain is probably one of the countries I've spent the most time playing. Um, and I mean, yeah, it is the anarchists, but like I have fun,
Well, you are Spanish too, right?
very slightly apparent, as I found out. But I've
Okay.
also got friends, and I've been to Barcelona,
Oh, that's cool.
um, so it's kind of like a I my friend also he fought his family fought in the Spanish Civil War on the side of the Republicans. So it's a little bit of a like vengeance for me, I guess.
Yeah.
Dude, we're fucking the Spanish up.
Oh yeah. No, they get cooked, bro. If we're fast enough, I think you can actually kill them before the the anarchists even spawn, which is just crazy.
I have I have done it before. It's awesome. Well, and then if you're actually somehow able to hold oh come on, wrong buttons.
Burgos, I'm guessing. Yeah. Oh, okay.
This
Oviedo.
time, if you can hold these three, you can cause the Carlists to uprise.
Oh, okay. Oh, there goes Ethiopia. Oh yeah, I said Ashoka was my third person. Lol.
Oh, that's right.
Yep. Now, I think this is a good question. What are your three favorite World War II planes?
Ooh, I thought you were going to ask me movies, and I thought about this since the last time we talked.
Well, if you
Because
want to
I
answer
meant,
movies first, then by all means.
uh, well, so I think I said Fury last time. I should have said, oh, fuck, I forgot the name of it.
Kelly's Heroes?
Um, well, Kelly's Heroes is the other one. Uh, it was, oh, my brain. Come on, brain, what are you doing? You're gone. Um, All Quiet on the Western Front.
Oh, the new one or the one of the older ones?
I've never seen the older ones, but the new one I really
Are
liked.
you talking about the one with the French World War One tanks?
Yes, where they had like the well, I don't remember what exactly kind of tanks they were, but the ones that didn't really work all that well.
Saint Chamond, I believe they're called.
Yeah, the Saint Chamons.
Yeah, I actually have that in War Thunder. They did a World War One event recently, and I got all the vehicles from it that they let out.
Nice.
Not very good, by the way. The A7V
No,
is like actually sicko mode, along with the armored car they put out.
dude, that's awesome.
And
I
oh yeah, go for it.
I was gonna say I'm jealous. That sounds fun.
Oh yeah, they from the event I got a British bomber biplane. I got the A7V, the Mark V, a captured Mark IV for the Germans, and then a captured armored car, and then a Russian armored car. So quite a few vehicles they gave out for one event. They are all reserve though, basically. So you're not really gonna do any grinding with them.
No, not really.
All right, we captured the supply point up here. Just gotta wait for
We don't have any
organization.
unplanned offensives, unfortunate. Or we have only unplanned offensives.
So, All Quiet on the Western Front is one. You said Kelly's Heroes is another. What would your third
And then
be?
1917.
Okay.
The only one I was going to change is Fury to All Quiet on the Western Front.
Yeah,
But,
as
okay,
far as the viewers are concerned, the first one never happened, so you're good to go into your spiel again.
okay. Let's see. Okay, as far as airplanes go, I have actually been in a B-17 before, and
Oh,
I
sick.
love. Yes, I mean, they're bigger than. Well, no, sorry, they are not bigger than you'd expect. They are significantly smaller.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I I have some mad respect for the men who sat in those death traps and got shot at.
Dude,
Well,
ball
who
turret
got,
gunners getting ground to death is the stuff of nightmares.
I I Yeah, I remember my Spanish friend. They actually had the ball turret unmounted at that time, and if you were above us, or sorry, if you were below a certain height, they would actually let you get into the ball turret. And my friend got into the ball turret, and he was like 5'2", and he could barely fit.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's not right, man.
I mean, oh, and the thing that gets me is I've actually seen a few videos that were like gun cameras from Luftwaffe planes, and it is absolutely terrifying to think about being in those planes while there is a Focke-Wulf or F1 or BF-109
Yeah, just getting
popping.
absolutely taken to task.
Well,
Because
just
bombers,
not
they
even.
even with guns, they can't really defend themselves that well.
It, and that's the thing is like literally, oh, just they just have to take a few pot shot. I think it was a BF-110 that I'm thinking of right now
Oh, and that's
because it
even
was
worse
like
for the bomber too. So they got
what
the twin
when it was.
30s and the twin 20s.
Yeah, I just you and they would go after the gun turrets one at a time. So like, okay, there goes the tail gunner, and now they can sit in just a little bit lower, and then they duck below where the tail gunner is to shoot the belly gunner. And then once they got the belly gunner, then they were like, okay, now I can kind of they started doing. Oh yeah, it made me a little sick to my stomach to watch, but I was like,
Oh no, I
that is
agree with that, dude. War is no
uh
easy thing. I remember
what
seeing,
it,
or not even seeing, reading about a Canadian push on D-Day, where a Sherman kept like TKing the Canadians. So one Canadian went up and grenaded it, and he saw the bodies fly out of the turret as the turret went up in smoke like a T-72 does.
and we've all seen those videos nowadays
Uh huh.
of T-70. Ugh.
Especially with the current conflict.
Um, oh, um, yeah. What a world. Let's see. The next one, I recently actually saw Focke-Wulf 190. I want to say that's their single seater one, right?
Did you go to Beaverton?
Uh, no, it would. Well, I think it was reproduction.
Because
I
they
want to
have a
say.
reproduction in the Plains of, not Plains of Fame, but the Spruce Goose Museum.
Yeah, Evergreen. Yeah, that's where I went.
Pretty cool looking one
Uh,
too.
dude, I did. That's a lot smaller than I thought. I had thought that they were going to be like very similar, like similar size to a P-40 Warhawk or something like that, which
Oh,
I've seen.
P40's tiny chungus comparatively.
No, the P-40 is bigger,
What?
or at least, yeah,
I don't know about
yeah.
that. I'll have to compare
I
them.
you know what, my friend, we will have to go to a museum together sometime.
Yeah,
Um,
I've given a couple tours through there. I really enjoy that
uh,
museum quite a bit.
dude, that's awesome. I go to Wham every now and again, if you know where that is.
No, I haven't heard of that one.
Every single airplane that is on display there has to fly.
Oh, okay. That
Uh,
that was how Plains of Fame worked when I went there in like near it's in Chino, so like Southern California.
okay. I I've never heard of it. Do tell me about it.
It was a pretty cool place. They lend their planes out to movies. That's why they get to have
Oh,
so many working condition ones. Here, I'll help you clean out these dudes. You mind switching to the bottom two provinces? I'll clean up the top two.
oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, and then I'll let you handle the naval design bureaus as well.
Oh yeah, good idea.